Peace Brothers family, it's your girl Sony back again with another one. I don't know, I've been rocking with the ancestors for a while, but lately I've really been rocking with them hard. Especially since Mother's Day. I feel them around, I feel their presence. And last night I went to sleep and I said this prayer. Like I tell you, when I start to feel myself drift off, that's when I go into prayer. I shouldn't say prayer, deep prayer. It's a different type of prayer. It's this veil that's in between the conscious and the subconscious. And I like to merge right there. And that's when I give my greatest petitions to God. I go to sleep praying. And as I'm falling asleep in my dream, I'm still praying. I was thinking about the ancestors. I said, you know what, Lord, I thank you because we came from fighting people. Whether they was indigenous to this country, and it doesn't matter. They were some fighting people on both sides of my family. And I was like, I've always been around people that want to fight, fight, fight. And honestly speaking, my generation was weak. We thought we were strong, but we was weak because we could not have endured anything that the former generations went through. My mother generation went to what they considered a colored school, where you had to do this, you had to do that. My grandparents went through, that Jim Crow South was no joke. I think it's bad now. Imagine when people just call you the N-word, like it was your nickname, and you were supposed to respond in a positive way. So no, we could not have endured that. The enslavement of our people, we could not have endured that. My generation, we could not have endured that. No matter how much stuff people want to say, I would have did this. No, you wouldn't have. If you would have came and saw your granddaddy swinging on a tree, you would have fell in place like everybody else. So stop the nonsense, stop. And I was thanking them last night. I was thanking them for all the atrocities that they had to endure so I could be here, so you could be here. For everything that they had to go through, for the men that had to sit outside of an enslaved cabin, hearing their wife, their daughters, their sons being sexually abused, humiliated. And there wasn't a damn thing they could do but act like they was deaf for that time. So when you see these broken families and broken men and broken women in 2026, these are the generational curses that have not been broken. When you see men that can go from home to home to home to home to home, and there's no emotion, because we were taught not to have love, feelings about anything, because they didn't belong to us. They could be taken away at any moment. You could come in from picking strawberries, whatever you was picking, cotton, tobacco, and your wife, well, what you considered your wife, because they couldn't get married anyway, and you done had 12 kids with her and she's gone. Nobody said goodbye. Nobody allowed her to say goodbye to you, And so we took that and we went to other places and other situations. And still in 2026, you still gonna have what they consider a buck, and he's going to house to house to house to house to house. But in this time, it ain't mama that ain't saying goodbye, it's daddy. You're not saying goodbye. You got all these kids, all these broken homes, but you were taught that. So now you, as grown people, have to stop. Because everything that was taught was not amazing, was not good, wasn't something that we should hold on to. You have to teach yourself that this is not normal behavior. In fact, it's abuse. We got to call things for what it is. We can't beautify stuff. Like you can't have dog poop in the middle of the floor and sprinkle Fabuloso and say, oh, it smells amazing in here. No, it's shit in the middle of the floor and you just put Fabuloso on it. Call a spade a spade. So I tell people, once you become grown and you're over 21, you have the right to go get help. Psychotherapy, medication, whatever it is, because you can't sit and talk about what mama and daddy and Mima and everybody else did. You're grown. These are the tools that's at hand. Get the help that you need. But we got to stop breaking up these families. We got to stop creating broken families. We have to stop disrespecting one another in speech and action and everything. Because when you open up a woman or a man's heart and you lead it astray, it's heartbreaking. I've been on both ends, so I can only tell you, I have been on both ends, as we all have, one way or another. This life is is something. But I'm thankful for the ancestors, because if one of them would have fought and taken out a group of people, they would have been taken out. I probably would not have been here. You probably would not have been here, because that was the forefather of this person and that person and that person and that person begot this person until my mama begot me. So I'm grateful for everyone who had to go through, because winning doesn't look the way that we've been taught winning looks like. The winner is normally bloody, limping. Gotta go somewhere to get sewed up, get some stitches. Now, to the ignorant, they figure they lost. Nah, baby. As long as you got life and you breathe and you won, it doesn't matter. History is only told by the people that told it. That the winners doesn't always dictate history. The one that gets to tell the story first. The one that has the most political backing. The one who country it happens in. I mean, come on, let's take this ride, kid. And we're going to learn the truth. So just because you see somebody bloody, bruised, limping, or may even be missing a limb, does not mean that they lost. They survived, baby. That's what winning is all about. But we got to get out of the surviving mode, because Black people, indigenous people, we've been surviving for a couple of 100 years. Now we got to thrive. We don't have to survive no more. We had to survive back then, but now we're going to teach ourselves and our children how to thrive. There's nothing that you can't have in this world. You got to work hard for it, and you got to change your mindset. There's nothing in the sky that's going to jump down and come and save you, baby. I just want to let you know. Nothing in the sky is going to jump down and, because they should have been here a long time ago. If you're still praying about the same prayer for 50, 60 years, and you're still waiting for Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, everybody else to change it, what's the problem? What the problem is, at the end of the day, you are a co-creator of your reality with Source. You have the power to change everything. Why? Because you've been gifted the power of life and death in your tongue. We've been taught to curse ourselves through our tongue, and we wonder why things happen. I know people wake up with a negative attitude. Oh, where is blah, blah, blah. And like nothing is positive. I don't like a draining person. Speak that positivity in your life. Speak God's word over your life. Affirmations, do some manifestations. Pray, pray, pray. Close everything out and go within. Everything that you will ever need in this life cycle, the next life cycle, the one before this, is within you, baby. It's within you. And I'm going to show you better than I can tell you, because this old girl been out of work for 21 years, but it's almost over. Because God is amazing, and I stand on God's word. When people want to do the most hellacious things, throw rocks and hide their hand, God will always reveal to me who it is. I might not know the full picture, but I'll know a couple of key players. Because why? Everything is not meant for my comprehension. Excuse me. Everything is not meant for my comprehension. If and when I am supposed to have knowledge, it's divine timing, baby. This life is not a joke. It's not a Milton Bradley's game. It's serious, and it's about you, the ones that came before you, and the ones that's going to come after you. So y'all need to stop, thinking that everything is just a big game. Y'all run around just trying to destroy people's lives for what? Because everything you put out, baby, it has to come back. I mean, I tell you, we're not even talking religion anymore. We're just talking basic physics from now on. Cause and effect. You put it out, it has to come back. As above, so below, as within, so without, on earth, as it is in heaven for my Christians or my religious people, because that's all y'all hear. Y'all ain't hear nothing else I said. Instead of on earth as it is in heaven, it has to. Everything is mirrored. Everything is mirrored. See that? Physics. We're going to have the light. We got to have the dark. And that's the equal balance. Sometimes you got to give it to people the way it is. I hope y'all take this because I learned a lot doing this walk. This walk to get to know my God self. The God that's within me is my God self. And it's beautiful here. I hope you could join us. And I say us because, yeah, it's the Trinity in me. It's the Trinity in me. Peace and blessings, love and light. Ashe.